KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're in Sheffield here.
Welcome to my home.
This ain't your home.
Yes, it is. This is where I roll, Rasta. Look at this. Sheffield, it's the air, it's the water, it's the people.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how irrelevant have you become in your hometown? No, go on.
You see, I think you're going to say something really intelligent and you come up with some shit like that. What do you mean? I'm not even like, look, my picture's on the wall.
Where? Robin Reid, Ricky Woodall, Old Lee Harrison.
Oh no, they moved it.
Amir Khan, DeGale, Price, Jeffries.
No, they moved it.
Oh, is that you, the black Adidas sign there? Is that you?
No, they moved it. They probably just glossing it over.
So Johnny, last night, drama unfolding. It's like EastEnders.
Tribulation.
Rumours circulating that Pulev was injured and what's going to happen? Is the show going to be on? Who's going to come in? Joshua-Takam comes in. Eddie Hearn revealed to us that the deal was already in place if Pulev wasn't to fight, that Takam was already going to be fit and ready. Your thoughts?
Yeah, good. You listen, as a fighter, and I'll talk from my personal experience, whenever I knew there was a championship fight happening around my weight, around my level, I'd train, I'd take over, just in case. That's what you did. And that's why I probably, at one time, I defended my title, 6 times in a year, and I was champion because I always thought, you know what, there's always an opportunity. I won the European title because I was taken as a last-minute opponent. These last-minute opponents are the worst because you don't know if they're ready, you don't know if they're fit. Now, the responsibility of being a champion is this. Anthony Joshua is in a position where everybody's watching him. They may have been watching him for a year, 2 years, 3 years from the year he turned professional. So they'll know him inside out, they'll know his good habits, they'll know his bad habits. Now as champion, the responsibility as champion is, you get notice, 12 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 week notice for an opponent, and you've got to do your homework on that guy, and you've got to know him better than he knows you when he's had a lifetime to watch it, to study it. Now Takam, without a doubt, would have been studying Anthony Joshua from time, and Takam would not have been on Anthony Joshua's radar. So now the hardest thing is now, Joshua's now got to change his mindset, change his game plan, change what he's thinking. To Takam, 6'1", he can bang, likes to have a fight, 35 wins, 27 knockouts, so he likes to have a tear up. He's a different size, different style of fighter from Pulev. So in the space of just under 2 weeks, now Joshua's got to change his mindset. For Takam, he's been watching Anthony Joshua forever and a day. And if he's been in the wings, training, and say, look, my opportunity might come, he's not a fool. Now, IBF make him, he will be the next one as a mandatory challenger after Pulev. So therefore, he doesn't have to take this fight. He can say, I'll wait 6 months. I still get my crack. It doesn't matter. But he's saying, no, I'll do that now. Give me that fight now. I can fight. I'm fit. Let's do it. So he didn't have to take this fight. He could have said, no, wait.
Do you know who was after Takam in the pecking order?
Who?
Christian Hammer.
Listen, you can't blame. The problem when you've got a mandatory challenger is this. Unless they're a superstar, you can't blame the public for not knowing who they were. You know, there was a lot of flack over Pulev being Joshua's next opponent. He's a mandatory. That means he fought himself into that position. Takam has fought himself into that position. They're trying to get this out of the way so they can have some big name fights. So I understand, but he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's thinking, what do I do?
Reading on social media, it seems like some people are under the impression that Eddie can kind of go down the list and go, oh, let's have him or 8, number 9, 10. It doesn't work like that. He explained yesterday that it goes in available order. So it goes Takam, then the next one. If they can't do it, the next one.
So if it's a voluntary, then you can kind of try and accuse him of that.
Yeah.
But this is a mandatory. The IBF have put him there. So you can't blame Eddie for that. You can't blame AJ for that. He's thinking, I just want to get this guy out of the way so I can have these big fights. Pick who I want for a year. Pick 3, 4 fights that I can have for a year. And the general public need to understand that. This is nobody's engineering. People have fought themselves into that position, regardless if you think he's good enough or not. And that's the situation. It's getting out of the way, swallow it, saying, you know what, that's the situation. Takam's took it. Let's deal with it, move on.
People suggesting that, very cynically maybe, but Pulev just didn't want it. Now, what do you think about that? Obviously, he has been in camp. It's a lot of money on the line as well. So, does he get through a stage 10 days before the fight where he thinks, oh, actually, I don't want this fight?
Listen, meeting Pulev, he doesn't come across as the kind of guy that's a bottler. He doesn't come across as the kind of guy that shies away from the fight. His one loss is against Vladimir, 2015, 5th round stoppage. Up to that, he's done everything asked of him. He's won and won and won and won. So you can't knock him for that. So Pulev's not bowled it. He's out of the fight. That's simple. He might hope there's an easier path down the line. Is there? We don't know. The easier path may be Josie Parker. You know, they're all thinking that it's a chance to get he's the easiest champion out there. He may be thinking that, but in this situation, we don't know where his position is. Does he lose his position as mandatory challenger?
Yes.
Does it put him in? Does it affect him in a position to fight Parker or Wilder? We don't know. We don't know what he's thinking. We don't know what his team are thinking. But the fight has fallen through. If he's foolish as a fighter, you just don't do it.
Do you believe he's injured then?
I believe he's injured.
Yeah, well, I believe he's injured.
Yeah, you just don't do it as a fighter. You've got some fighters that are bottlers that play that game. You got some fighters that just get out and fight.
How many times did you fake an injury?
Never. That's why my
must have done it once.
No, that's why my record is blemished so much, because every time you said fight, I thought. I lost a couple of times. I got teethed a couple of times, but that's how you do it.
Well, you know, listen, it was difficult for you losing your first 9 fights as a professional.
3 fights as a professional.
3 fights, sorry. 6 fights as a professional. So.
You're such a dickhead.
But look, it is how it is. We're 10 days away from the fight. Something had to be done. 80,000 people next week, and Eddie.
Let's think about it. You've got a choice of.
Had this already in place?
80,000 people there. You've got to think to yourself: are they coming to watch Pulev, or are they coming to watch Anthony Joshua and Pulev? I think they're coming to watch Anthony Joshua fight. That's it. They're AJ fans. Most people out there are probably not even dead fast boxing fans, but they're AJ fans. They want to see him perform. That's what it is.
People saying on Twitter last night, chuck Dylan Whyte in there. He's already on the card. He's already been in camp. You can't make that fight in 10 days. You can't make that fight
because that's a big fight. That's a bigger fight than this would ever be. It's a bigger fight than a Pulev fight would ever be. And Dylan's going to say, you know what? I'm going to train for him specifically for 3 months. Don't throw me in there like that. He would do it if you asked Dylan. He'd do it, but I hope his handlers around him say, no, you know what? This time we're going to give you every chance possible. If you two fight each other again, you're going to train for him. You're going to have 12 hard weeks for him, and that's it. So I'm glad Dylan's not in there.
Helenius, good test for Dylan?
You know what? Realistically, I don't think there's anybody in the top 10. That's a good test for Dylan. For Dylan. I thought you said AJ. But yeah, he is. He is a good. No, I think Dylan's got to prove himself to say, look, I'm here. I'm still in the mix. I jumped on the scene with that performance against AJ, but this is what I can do. So for Dylan can fight, man. You know, he can fight and he'll dig into the trenches. So I think this is a good chance to catapult him on the world stage as well, for people to say, oh yeah, you know what, this boy's a handful.
And just finally, I believe that Ortiz has received a 6-month ban.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Stavern comes in. I believe that. I read that on Twitter today, so if I'm being misquoted, then I apologise. But I read that. Stavern comes in now to fight
Deontay
Wilder in the rematch.
I think it's the same result, probably be quicker for Deontay Wilder. I think Ortiz, such a shame, because to me that was Deontay Wilder's signature fight. That was his fight to say, look at me, check me out. Now at the moment he's shouting loud. He's not really impressed as champion, but he's champion. You've got to watch him, avoid him like the plague. But he's not had a fight that really defines him. I thought the Ortiz fight would have been that one. And you've got to give it Deontay, because Deontay said, I don't care, I'll still fight him. You know, but he's got a 6-month ban. Come on, what's it all about? You know, make a rule across the board. Second time it's been done now. You know, make a rule across the board. If you got them once, all right, slap his wrist. That's what you want to do. You do it again, see you later, alligator. That's how you got to deal with it.
Okay. Have you got anything else you'd like to add?
Nothing. But if you mess about with Sheffield, you won't leave alive.
You making threats?
I don't have to make threats. My people will.
You can't make threats to me while holding a camera that will smash over your face in 2 seconds.
You see, the people that actually hear your voice, they actually think you can actually fight.
No, but why are you threatening me when I'm holding a tool?
Why are you squaring nuts? I can see you rocking back
You
and forth.
think this is a camera?
Just back off, man.
I'm not transforming. No, I'm not transforming. This goes into a tool. What?
I will karate chop your black ass. Move from me.
Can't say that.
I can say what
I'm chocolate. I'm chocolate, Johnny.
Oh, that sweet chocolate man.